All right. Good morning. We'd like to welcome everyone to today's Business Success Training of Relive on January the 13th of 2018.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I don't want to let Sue Baldwin have control. Okay. So on today I have me, Yvette Dickey, and I will be sharing the training today with Barb Verbonich. There's a bit of noise. Maybe I don't want to have to mute the lines. Maybe someone could mute themselves. Okay, that's quieter. Thank you very much. So we'd like to open the lines to any success stories that we've been having. I know Christina's biting at the bit to share. I'm super excited to hear. So Christina, would you like to come on and share what's going on in your neck of the woods?
Yeah, so we had our Christmas party in December, and it was
Hang on, Christina. I'm going to mute the lines, and then I'll have you star 6. If I can figure out how to mute the lines.
Star 42, Yvette? Oh, that unmute. Oops. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Nope.
Okay. Everyone's muted. Christina, if you could star 6 and come back on, I'd love to hear about what's going on there. Is it working? I don't hear you, Christina.
Hey, Yvette, we're back on.
Can everyone hear me now?
I can hear you now. If everyone else could please star 6 your lines, then we don't have to hard mute, and people can get on as necessary. I'd really appreciate that. All right, Christina, go ahead.
Yeah, so like I said, in December we had our Christmas party, and we just wanted to invite people who are looking to, you know, celebrate the holidays and look for a way to, you know, better their health, better their wealth within this next few months. And even though everyone was celebrating holidays, our group was just focused on momentum. We had great success during the Fit 3 trial, and I just felt our group didn't stop sharing because of that success. So come January, we had our first meetings, and we all still had people, we were still talking to people who were saying, yeah, we're ready now, it's a new year, new you. But I just thought it was great that we didn't lose momentum, we kept focused still as a group, and that just shows how much the belief is Relive.
Yeah, that's great. I'm so happy for you guys. That's fantastic. Going right through the holidays like that. That's wonderful. Wonderful. We're still hearing a lot of noise. Has everyone star 6 their line? Go to the 3 dots and answer the question. Yeah, I did that before, Roger, but then they couldn't star 6 and unmute. Roger, can you try and star 6 and unmute and see if I can hear you now? See, I can't do that. Okay.
So if you're the presenter and you go to question and answer mode, it should let you star 6, but something's either not working or something. Because it says it's in presentation mode when I try and unmute, and it won't let me.
Yeah, I noticed, and there's no option that says question and answer mode in the 3 dots.
Oh, no. You're going to have to just hard mute. If there's still noise, then you could have people say a color, and you could tell people who's not muted.
Well, I hope everyone will just star 6 themselves, and then we can just work that way. All right. Anyone else have some success or things moving in their business that they want to share?
Yvette, this is Louise. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hi, Louise. Glad you're on.
Well, thanks. Thanks for doing this. I'm excited. Well, I have a couple of things. Well, I'll just share one. But on the 31st of December, to end the year, I paid to torture myself and do a half marathon. And what was really fun was that because I was a year older, I actually won an age group, an age division award, which was kind of cool because I've always said the longer I'm in relay and the longer I keep doing this, the less competition I have, and it actually has come true. But at any rate, because of that, somebody was watching me. I did not know that. Has been watching me for a while, and approached me a few days later and wanted to talk to me. What I didn't know was the man was in extreme pain. He was a young man, in extreme pain because of some what's it called, swollen discs or bulging discs. But he had surgery 13 years ago, and he was in excruciating pain. At any rate, met with him a few hours later, and what was amazing was in talking to him, he was on board. He was going to do anything, but I had him take 5 exercises while we were talking, and after about 45 minutes, this man was walking. After 45 minutes, and he got up and he did some, I don't know if it was some kind of yoga stance where you stand and you put your arms above your head and your palms are moving, and he put his one leg up, foot on the other knee, and I don't know if it's stork or anything.
Wow.
Some kind of a thing. And I said, what? He said, Louise, when you came in, my pain was 11. It is now 1. I can live for 1. And
wow.
And he's so excited. He already signed up, and he's already signed up as a quick start, but he wants to talk more today because he's just excited. Anyway, I was blown away because, I'm like, here, take these 5, and I sound very secure, but inside I'm like, oh, please, Lord, please let him have some kind of relief. But it was pretty amazing. Anyway, that was very exciting.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And wow, what a relief for him. That's so,
I know.
to be in that much pain and to just get that relief. Oh.
Without pain meds, yay.
Yeah. No bad side effects, no reactions later, no skin reactions, no headache. That's just wonderful. I'm so proud of you.
It's awesome, yeah.
Such an example of being prepared, Louise. Good job. Anyone else?
Yvette?
Yes.
It's Barb. I sure want to share. We have a kind of what Christina was saying about how the Fit 3 successes of those who have been doing it this past year have continued to inspire others. And we have a little group doing the Fitness Friend Challenge up here. And we're excited about that. And we want to just thank everybody who's been an inspiration. Many of you on the call who had great results with Fit3 through the year last year. So congrats to you, and yay team with our little fitness friend challenge up here now.
Yeah, we're excited. We're buddying up and all doing the fitness friend and encourage each other to do our push-ups and work out outside of that and make good food choices. So, yeah, and have a couple presentations here and there to support that. So it's exciting.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Hi, Yvette. Thank you for doing this training call. We're utilizing it in our group out here in Northern California. So we love you guys, and I just wanted to let you know I'm super excited. I just sponsored a new master at the end of the year that just opened up her home for her first presentation last night. We had a really good-sized group in her living room, and one of the things that has been working for me that I thought I would share is that when I do that, and it always comes up, hey, if I open my home, will you come and do that too? And I'll say, of course, if you bring 10 people into your living room, then I will give you $40 of product, and that'll be that's my little incentive, and it's working. It's really working, and sometimes you just that extra little push just makes all the difference. And I thought I'd share that. A couple of people wanted to open up their homes. I didn't even offer that incentive, but they said, well, if I open my home, what do I get? And I said, well, not only will that help you get to that 40% level, or we come in right away, but I'll help you. I'll give you this back. This is what you'll get for opening up your home, and 10 people is the minimum. So I just thought I'd share that. It's really been fun.
That's fantastic, Julie. That's a great incentive, and I love that. 10 people. Yeah, it's great, and it's working well. Well, congratulations. I want to point out what Robert wrote in the chat box. Everybody, please remember to send checks to Quila so that we can continue this webinar platform and help support that financially. So, also, Quila and her group, they're having a Portland Super Saturday kind of thing, and let's all keep them in our thoughts that they will have a great turnout, and it will be a fantastic day for them. So, anyone else have something they want to share? All right. Well, we're going to get going then. Hang on. So, let's discuss how we succeed with Relive. There are the 5 fundamentals that create momentum, and these will generate new people that we plug into the Relive system. That's the business cycle, the corporate support, and the daily activity. Really, success with Relive is all about fueling your business with new people. So this is just an overview. These 5 fundamentals are identify, connect, share the story, ask for a decision, and register and go. And really, I kind of think there's 6 because follow-up. Follow-up is a big part. But the key to all of this is action now. Action on a daily basis, doing all of these fundamentals with someone every day throughout the day. Barb.
And yay, guys. I really am excited to be working with Yvette this morning and sharing information on the training. I really would like to encourage you. I hope we have a number of new people on the call with us this morning. And for the rest of us, I'd like that you try your best to consider yourself a brand new person. And look at this from that perspective. That's kind of how we're going to approach it here. There is such an important message in these trainings, and I love that every one of us has a different perspective. But please do know that I'm challenging you right now to identify 10 new people while we are talking this morning. And kudos to those of you by the end of training who have those 10 new names on your paper, please be sure and identify yourself. But make a list right now. I love what XR has to offer. I know they're working hard to even improve that further, but there's some wonderful suggestions in the XR handbook. And it's so important to be doing this not just alone, but with your sponsor or with a teammate to identify people. By being that great responsible sponsor, you are actually modeling to your new teammate how important it is that you can work together. Your availability, much like what Julie is saying, she's offering to go and help those new people. And we can help them make those lists by encouraging them to not prejudge. So you on the call today, don't prejudge the 10 people you're writing down during this training. Really know that all we have to do is make a list and go for it, guys. Build a bigger picture by helping your new master or distributor understand that Relive has things to offer for everybody. It can really help them understand the value of working with you and being a team partner, having their own business but never being alone. That relationship that you bring forward is going to lead to some real encouragement throughout their Relive history and their Relive journey. So do understand we have business and we have product. So I'm just asking for 10 overall. But write down why you thought of each of them, because that's going to help you when you contact them. And do make a decision to contact at least 5 today. It's an exciting thing to not linger. So often people can wait a week, maybe 10 days, 30 days before really getting into action. And if we can encourage our folks to sit down with us, write those lists out, make a decision who we're going to contact, and be on the phone with them ready to encourage their new prospects to understand all that Relive has to offer. So their friends, again, XR has a fabulous list of encouragements, the centers of contact, the different ones that we have, whether it be church or our friends or people that we might be going to school with, working with, social media. I'm thrilled to see how Relive has really extended the social media aspect of our business. It's making it so much easier to share with others, and it's an area in which they're going to continue to bring us up to speed and beyond what is possible in terms of identifying and sharing information with others. So find ways to add to your list every day. Go ahead, Miss Yvette. Next one.
Hang on. Yeah. Hang on.
Actually, while you're moving, stay there for a minute. Go ahead. Very good.
So I chose purposely not to tell my story yet because I wanted to tell it during this Connect. So now that you've got those people and you're connecting with them and you're not waiting, so keep in mind that as you're connecting with these people, you're building relationships, you're building rapport. And the way that you do that is through their why. You're sharing your excitement, but it's through their why. I mean, you're thinking about them and trying to fulfill the needs that they have. So as an example, I met Barb through a school situation, and she just listened. I was lamenting about some things that were happening to my son. He had developed epilepsy, and the medications were causing some bad side effects, ADD, and sensitivity to light, extreme fatigue, not gaining weight. anyways, I was lamenting about all of this, and Barb was just listening. And she was listening to a why in my situation. And she then shared, hey, we're having this event. Why don't you come and hear about it? So she was building rapport. She was building a relationship when she cared about what my situation was, my trouble was. So I'll just quickly tell my story after that. So I went to that meeting. I really didn't hear much about the meeting, to be completely honest. I heard the stories of the people that were around me. I was fortunate enough to meet Quila that day. She had been speaking, and all of her symptoms mirrored a lot of the symptoms my daughter was going through, with joint pain, back pain, IBS issues. My daughter had constipation most of all of her life. And I was really hesitant in, really, a can of powdery stuff can change my family's lives, my son's issues with epilepsy and the side effects. But after hearing all the stories, it really sparked some hope, and I went home with a can of hope. And then from there, my life has changed. My daughter doesn't have to deal with most of all of those issues. They've either resolved completely, or they've lessened enough that she is now going to college and enjoying all those freedoms without all of that. But she is a faithful consumer. My son's blood work came in the normal range. He started gaining healthy weight, and the side effects from the medications reduced dramatically. So very happy. I do not struggle with debilitating migraines anymore, or seasonal allergies, and I had a lot of female issues that have corrected. So we are a sold-out family to Relive, and through that organically grew a business. People noticed we were talking about those things, and we've had a paycheck that has supplemented our income every month since then. So I just wanted to plug that real quick, tell my story. So it's important to know and listen to their why, and because it lets them know you care about them. So you use the company tools like the stories and the blogs and different things to validate, but really don't say too much. All she did was introduce an opportunity to hear more, because your goal really is to set an appointment. Examples. Again, if you notice, all of these examples are, they have in common is they're looking for a need. Let's get together so that you can help them fulfill those needs. Hey, John, at the soccer game you mentioned that finances are tight. You need to hear about something that has helped me. When can we get together? You don't want to inundate them with too much information at this point, because you're really just trying to get them to set an appointment, come to hear, because when they hear it in the format, they get to hear it all instead of piecemealing it together and then them deciding what they want. If you need more examples, the XR has a lot of examples on how to connect over the phone or online, social media, texting. Texting seems to be the hugest thing right now, which is amazing. So, but in your everyday life, look for opportune moments as you're going through your day. Grocery store, hair salon, supporting events, kids' school. I mean, there's tons of them all day long. Just be listening for needs and how you can fulfill those needs. Barb.
Thanks, Yvette. I am going to focus just a little bit more heavily on sharing the Relive story. And yes, it was such a joy to have an opportunity to meet Yvette and meet some very profound needs in her family. One of the first things that we want to do is to really get into understanding our why, our belief, and our heart. We want to be able to help our new people learn how to give a 1-minute health story, a 1-minute business story. Great suggestions in the XR brochure, just basically saying before Relive, I was overworked, overweight, overstressed. I was not having a whole lot of fun. I was dealing with a lot of age-related issues. And after Relive, I was surprised. I got results with a condition called costochondritis, where there was an arthritic condition that constricted all the ligaments in my chest. I got clarity with thinking. I am soon to be 70 years old, and I'm completely prescription-free. I've been working hard at losing weight and getting every single number into alignment. And I'm grateful for the way Relive has brought that quality of life to me and to my family. My husband, this is not a one, I'm going to go beyond the 1 minute, but my husband is a type 2 diabetic who was dealing with a MRSA staph infection 15 years ago when we first got involved with Relive. And he had half of his foot amputated in an effort to rid himself of that infection. We were very frightened. The dietitian at the hospital went online and took a look at these products, and she said, "My goodness, these are high quality, well produced food products. They will not interfere with anything that we are doing." And she gave us permission to let him take those shakes while he was there in the hospital. And we saw an immediate change in his blood chemistry within the first 24 hours. And we're grateful that for a 90-day period, he consumed a lot of product because he was in a very precarious place. That they have continued to be a major part of his life. His blood chemistry today shows that his A1C is around a 5.3. He was exposed to Agent Orange as a veteran from Vietnam, and grateful that Relive has helped maintain a huge quality of life for him. He just traveled to Dallas, Texas with our family for Christmas, and we've had a wonderful time of extension of time together. Additionally, let me do a 1-minute business story here. I got involved in Relive 15 years ago. I was actually looking for a way to supplement my income. I needed an extra $500 a month. Two complete strangers to me who have since become my dearest friends introduced me to Relive. And I did exactly what I was told to do. I was very, very teachable. And in our first month of doing the business, we moved all of our products out. We had about a $1,500 paycheck. 4 months later, we were fourth in the nation and earned over $5,000. And I'm grateful that over the last 15 years, doing this business part-time, Relive has allowed me to add an extra $30,000 to our family budget, our retirement fund. And I will forever be grateful for the way I can bless people in a similar manner. So help your people understand how to share their story. And if they are brand new, they can share your story. Their health and their business story are very important. They will evolve over time, but there are always surprising little ways in which our Relive story does come to life. Share the whole business, whole story with products and business. Use the presentation tools that are available. If you don't know yet how to do a 3-way call, or if you have a new person who is needing to learn to do that, help them know how to do it. It's really important that we learn that etiquette. We introduce who our guest is. For example, if I were going to have Yvette share her story with someone, I would introduce her to my Relive prospect or my Relive customer. I would make it special. I would let them know that this is a person that I have come to love, that I really respect the way that she has grown her business, and that she has a wonderful story that will be an encouragement to my friend. Then I would introduce her to the customer. Then I would mute myself out, and I would listen. It's really amazing how when we're doing those 3-way calls, we can actually learn insights as to what's going on with the people that we are putting together. And it's possible that your prospect or your new distributor will actually share things with your special guest that they have not felt comfortable with or have not thought of to share with you. So keep good notes. And when it's done, be sure and thank that guest. And she will affirm you. For example, Yvette would say, "You're in great hands with Barb. You're going to enjoy the things that she's going to do for you. And if by chance this person has not yet signed up, Yvette's going to say, be sure and get back in touch with Barb because you're going to want to get started right away. And I would then thank her for her help. I would set up my next contact with her. So sharing this story, we want to always be sure that we're helping to introduce that person to more and more information in whatever manner it is most appropriate. When we share the story, we really want to focus on the needs of others. Kind of like Yvette was saying, when I was listening to what her concerns were about her family and her son, and little did we know that when she came to my home, not just the needs of her son would be met, but profoundly the needs for her daughter were also met. Listen to what other people say. Discover what's really concerning them. I think one of the things about our business is if we can get ourselves out of the way and step into the shoes of other people, we will discover that there are a number of ways that our Relive can assist. So when share your story and let people know that you have something that may be of interest to them. Also, use those tools, whether it be that conference call. There's some great calls going on, and my kudos to Becky Hansen for sending out for us weekly the things that are going on. We're appreciative of that. And kudos to Julie for, and others I'm sure, but thankfully I'm on her text message list, and I'm getting information about the things that are going on in their area. Although it's a bit of a distance for me, it's an inspiration to see that they are actively sharing and planning and putting together opportunities for people to get together. And don't hesitate to invite people to that next Relive event in your area. Give them a lifestyle magazine and follow up with them. Access the resources that are online. There's a number of ways that we can do this. I'm also appreciative of the idea, we've not done it so much recently, but those of you who have new people in your business or new people yourselves, be open-minded and understand that the things that are being shared on the calls or in the magazines, the use of those tools are just simply building the wall of belief. 10 contacts in 10 days. That's kind of a fun thing to keep in mind. If there's someone who's getting really interested in Relive, don't hesitate to let them know what Relive does have to offer. And I see that Clara Lara is on the line, and she is one of my upline, and she and Ruby Ritchie were a supreme example of 10 in 10, whether they know it or not. But when I met these ladies, I was actually teaching school and doing another business. And I met them at an event for that business. And I became a Relive consumer that evening. And those two sweethearts, I was still teaching school part-time. And it was a difficult thing. Actually, at that time, it was full-time. And it was difficult for me to get on calls. That those two sweeties would call me and say, you know, it was just about the time I was leaving for school, but they would say, do you have time to listen to a quick story? And sometimes I would and sometimes I wouldn't. But that frequent sharing of the story, of meeting my upline, of meeting my sideline, encouraged me several months later when my schedule opened up to actually join this business as a master affiliate. There are a number of ways we can do it, whether it be an in-home presentation, lunch and learns, shake parties. I love what the group in the Pleasanton area are calling it. There's smoothie parties, whether it be a webinar, a one-on-one, or a three-way call. There is never a wrong way to share Relive, except if you don't. So you don't have to know it all, like it says here. Be honest and use our built-in system to educate and to validate. So sharing is more than just that one-time contact. Sharing is an ongoing process where you're wanting to help that person catch the vision, see where their life can be impacted, and join us in this business.
All righty. Thank you, Barb. So, ask for the decision. At this point, really, you can kind of fumble. You can kind of want to jump ahead because it's an uncomfortable time. But this slide right here is really about the behind-the-scenes stuff that you should have done to be prepared for the ask for the decision. Have products on hand. I'm so impressed. Louise had those extra capsules with her so that she could share those 5 capsules with someone and have that results and have that impact on that man's life. If you want, have a super PAC. Have a fit kit, sales tools like the brochures or shaker cup bags that you would put it in that has Relive in it or whatever. Also, it's a good idea if you know what your person is kind of looking for, have a recommended order for them, a couple different options. An option of a customer order, a distributor order, and a master affiliate order. And then we'll come back to why that's important, because you're showing them the difference of how much their savings can be. If you're doing your PA book, the back of the page, have it already filled out with your information and highlighted where they need to fill it out. I mean, this is your business, so they're watching to see, are you running it like a business? Are you professional? Are you prepared? They're looking to see, are you credible? You've shared your story. You're prepared. All right, so here we go. Ask for a decision. Sometimes this can be a little bit scary, but remember to keep in mind it's really about them. So ask what they liked. What did they see in this that sparked them? Where do you want to get started? Ask questions. But the biggest thing right here is to listen. Let them process. It was a lot of information you gave them, your story, maybe someone else's story, the company, the products. It's a lot of information. Let them process how that can fit in with the needs that they have. They're scanning their mind to see, how can I see myself? So just be quiet and listen. The first one who speaks, you want it to be them. If they have questions, then you can answer them. We have the decision tool, which is an awesome tool for helping explain what your time is worth. It's not about convincing or cajoling. You're sharing the advantages of positioning yourself at the greatest profit or savings, depending on what they're interested in. And do explain about the 100% money-back guarantee for products and unopened cans for business. So what are they really losing? Recommend things, personalize things, but keep it simple. Don't overwhelm them. And again, talk about ways that they could get a savings on the products by buying in bulk, because really, we recommend that people have a 3-month supply, because it takes time for your body to make these repairs and adjustments. And so to be consistent, you want to have that product on hand. And then always ask for a referral, whether it be product or business. So, ask what you like again. Maybe they're interested in the business. What would they want? How would they want to get started? Ask who they know who'd be interested. Walk through them how to apply online or how to do their paperwork, the application. You could recommend different options. Again, no matter whether they're interested in the product or the business, I always go back to the stair step and explain their options for either savings or profit, because that goes by somebody pretty fast, and so you want to go back and review that. And if they have questions, you might even know the answer, but it's a perfect opportunity to say, that's a great question. Let me get my upline. And you got your upline. Your upline, of course, is going to share their story. So they've been exposed to another story, and they've seen an example of how this business works, where the support is, how they can reach out super quick. Hey, let me get my upline on the line, and I'll share this information. Let me ask. And being prepared, you have the product right there. You may not have a whole super pack, but you may have a can of Now and some capsules. You could advance them that until their product comes, and then they're getting started quickly. And I love the 10 and 10, so start getting them on their stories, getting them connected to the people around them that will be helping them build a business or help them with their results. So again, ask them, who do they know who might be interested in a business? But either way, remember, it's not about us. It's about them. So although that fear creeps up, just wash it away with realizing this is about them. Had Barb not stepped out of her comfort zone and talked to me, I don't know where my family would be right now. I don't know the impact that we would have missed because she didn't step out of her comfort zone and ask me and introduce this to me, and I'm very grateful for that. So remember, it's about the person that you are connecting with, the impact it can have in their life. So, Barb.
Thank you. So register and go. So many ways of doing that. It may happen right after that meeting where you have had them ask for a decision and they said, hey, I'm ready. I want to start these products today. Well, hopefully you have those products with you. Hopefully you have a cell phone where you can register that person right then and there. Hopefully you have a form, the old paper and pencil kind of thing, if you're needing to do something like that to help them get registered, help them get started with their project regimen, and continue to educate them with stories and look to move them up. You know, one of the best ways I think of doing follow-up is on using our monthly calls that we have. We have some great tools with Relive right now. And I do want to put a little plug in. I know Yvette's going to cover some tools, but I do want to put a little plug in for the Relive Planner. We'll give you information as to how you can order that. But that type of follow-up that is listed in there is great. You need to have some way of knowing how you are going to follow up with these people. Luann, I know you have a great system too, and hopefully every one of you do have a way of following up. But you do want to follow up with your consumers. This is just that guideline that's shown there. Use your common sense and be sure and help them get the information that they need. This may sound a little bit harsh, and I don't intend it to be, but I think every one of us on the phone has fallen prey to this very thing. If you do not intend to follow up, then don't waste their time. Don't waste your time. Don't give yourself a bad reputation. Don't give Relive a bad name. Truly, if you are out there sharing this information, you've gotten a decision from these folks, and they want to get involved, whether it be with business or product, be confident, be professional, and truly know how you're going to follow up to let them know they are invaluable. Why do we follow up? We follow up to help people move forward with getting better health, or maybe move up to get a better income. And what people believe in and what they value is what they're going to invest their time in, their talents and their finances in. Every single person out there is an absolute treasure. And as we get the privilege of getting to know them through building the relationship of a Relive follow-up, we're doing a real service to them. Hearing about other people's experiences will really, truly help build their wall of belief. We want to teach people about our products. Our job is not to convince or to beg. We don't have to argue. I love just realizing we are the connector, And we have so many tools to connect them. We get to stand out of the way, but we don't want to neglect being that connector of joining one person to another, one person to a story. We need to validate with those stories. And we're going to teach people about our business. They have to have some courage to do it. And if they see us modeling great follow-up and great connection with them, they're going to realize that they are not in this business alone. And the more we get out of the way and connect them through the stories and through the tools, the more confidence they're going to have that there will be those very same things available to them. You definitely do want to be organized. You want to have the things on hand that you need. And you can go to that next slide, Yvette. Setting our distributors up to succeed. Help them take immediate action. Help them go through the very same steps that we've talked about today. Be present with them. Begin to build that relationship and be that cheerleader, that encourager. Help them to build their list. Help them to connect that very day. Help them to set up their in-home presentation like Julie was sharing. And what fun to have a little bit of an incentive of having some product as a thank you for their taking the time to set up that home presentation with those 10 people. Love that there are boundaries on these things. And yet, at the same time, I want you to know that, let me tell you this little part of my story. When I got started, I followed the example of my upline, Ruby Ritchie, sweetheart of a woman, and she took her husband's credit card and charged her master affiliate order. So, of course, guess what? She modeled, and so I followed. Well, I charged my master affiliate order without telling my husband. And it was a big incentive for me to move those products out quickly. So I used my team, and we had presentations 3 days a week, 3 times a day, for about 3 weeks. And sometimes one person would come, sometimes no one would come, sometimes many people would come, but we never wasted that time. Some of it was sharing the story, some of it was asking for a decision, and a lot of it was used in following up with others who had come to the presentations before. So if you are having meetings and opportunities with your new folks, never waste an opportunity to model how to do a 3-way call, how to connect, how to follow up with the people that are important to them. And share that story. And it says here, let's set our first appointments with our new distributors. Basics of running a Relive business. We need to teach folks how to order, how to register people, how to navigate our website. We should have a distributor kit, the XRs on hand. Go to the Get Started with Relive, show them how to do that, introduce them to their upline, introduce them to the process of going over to our distributor services. I don't want to miss the opportunity of encouraging you to use the calls that we have available to us as a constant available in your follow-up. We have some great recorded calls that are available through our Relive website, and don't hesitate to use those. So truly, you've invested a lot of time in these folks. You have identified these people. You have taken time to connect with them. You have helped share the story, and they have made a decision. Any decision to get involved is the right one. Even a no is not a no forever. Put that person in a binder, that information, and contact them off and on. I think that one of the most beautiful things I see in follow-up is when there is a regular system that you have to drop those notes of encouragement and be involved in people's lives. Be available. I think in some ways our world has become so detached. It truly grieves my heart in some ways that we spend more time with people that we've never seen face to face than we do with those right in front of us. So let's not neglect the people right in front of us who deserve to hear about Relive, who deserve to have great follow-up, who deserve to be blessed by you to teach them these fundamentals of doing a Relive business. So we're excited. We're going to review the tools and the system here, but we're excited to hopefully be of encouragement to you this morning. And I hope you're adding your 10 names. Okay, Yvette.
All right. Well, we are running low on time. We have about 9 minutes. We're going to try and wrap this up. So, our tools. Aren't we just so, I'm so impressed by how Relive supports us with all of the tools we have, with the videos that we have online, the lifestyle magazines that we can share, the webinars, the websites, the blog. I love to use the blog, find stories, and email those to people if I am at a point where I can't share with them physically. They may be, for some reason, out. I love that we're on Facebook and all the posts that they put, the science we have behind the You to Super You video, and the I love the XR that we have and how that helps us, and the decision tool. I mean, we just have tools coming out our ears, just to be honest. We have more tools than we could probably ever use. And I know that Tom is now also developing some training tools and some commercials that we have. It's phenomenal how much support we get. So utilize that for your business. And here is my plug for the planner. It's sold by Sam, which is called Sales Activity Management. It's a planner. It helps you track your daily activities. It helps you plan for future activities. Also, you know, we hate to talk about the IRS, but the IRS likes to show proof that we actually have a business, and they actually don't take your phone for proof. All the calendars that you have on your phone, because you can do that digitally, you know, very quickly. Whereas a planner that you have, for some reason, they value that as you actually have a business. So if you're ever audited or anything like that, it's really important to have a planner and have things written out that you're working on a daily and weekly basis. It also provides discipline. You know, you have a planner, you use it, it provides the structure that you need. So if you want to order, it's www.samplanner.com. And the phone number, 800-254-4SAM. So I encourage you. Also, what's really cute, the tracker that it has is the same numbers that we have on our circle for our 5 fundaments. So there's 1 point for identify, 2 connect, 3 share, 4 for ask, and 5 for register and go. So as you sell products and as you do things, you track it all, and it can tell you on the side, as your business grows, you know where you're going to be moving quickly. So use your tools. All right, the Relive system. It's a tool that you're going to use your 5 actions, and it's going to take you every single day. And then you also have your presentations, your in-home meetings, shake parties, 3-way calling, trainings like this, and the webinars that are done. We have so much that we can use, and we plug those new people into special events, international conference, which is coming up, and our corporate system with Monday podcast, the Tom and Tina show, the product calls, support tools, and our website that you definitely want to get people walking through and help them navigate all of that. Anything you can do to connect people to the whole story of Relive, create the bigger picture of what we provide and what we're about. You do that because it's just going to take your business forward that much faster. You are getting new people into those tools each and every day. When you plug them into special events, their dreams start coming alive. They're able to get a big picture. They're able to see so many more people whose lives have been affected in such a positive way by this business and these products. And it will change their lives and yours. They need to be hearing about what the promotions are, what the, like the flash sale that's going on right now, woo, with Fit3, that's very exciting, and the promotion that I got extended another month. They need to hear all these fun things that are going on, so keep them plugged into the Relive system. Barb.
Okay, thanks, Yvette. Let's everybody be sure we're registered to get down to Anaheim, say howdy to our folks down there whom we love and are continually inspired by, that sweet little Anaheim Huntington Beach crew. We're coming down, and through February 1st, it's a $15 savings on the registration, so be sure and get registered before the end of this month. Yvette mentioned that Fit3 flash sale. Take advantage of that. You can get a kit for $450 instead of $500. Take advantage of what's going on still through January for new master affiliates to get free ground shipping. And everybody has free access to the Fit3 program this month. So if you have people who are looking into that, let them go online and discover just all the things that Tina is doing to help us with getting better fitness into our lives. We're looking forward to seeing a lot more of people and a whole lot less of them when we get together in Anaheim. So next slide, please. Puerto Vallarta trip, okay, is still available. As Yvette mentioned, we're able to enjoy realizing we have through January to access that trip. Congratulations to those of you who have qualified, getting those 10 new quick starts, 5 master affiliates. It can be done. I'm seeing a lot of people latch a hold of that opportunity. Pretty exciting. Yeah, Robert, it is. It's going to be great. We're going to have so much fun in Anaheim, and maybe, who knows, who all is going to go on that trip, that Puerto Vallarta. So it's sure been fun to work with y'all today. Yvette, finishing us up, please, today.
Yeah, we'll make it quick. We're going to just pass this over really fast. So engage your team. Develop a library of stories. I wanted to give a plug for Mike Greenwood and his Tuesday morning power hour. Love that tool and the availability to connect with other people and do 3-ways, and it's such a great opportunity. Thank you, Mike, for doing that every single week. We really do appreciate that. Connect people with your upline. Get all of that in your head, in a tool, something so that you can create this library of stories. So when someone mentions, oh, I'm dealing with Parkinson's or diabetes, you have that right in the top of your head that you can look down and start connecting with them. Not that you have to connect them with them only, but it is something that might trigger them maybe the first 2 times. Build ambassadors, build relationships with those people, build people up, encourage them each step along the way, help them see to bigger the picture. Stay engaged to what's going on in Relive, like we mentioned, with all of the emails and the text that Julie is putting out and everyone's putting out, the weekly webinars and the calls, everything. Social media, so appreciative of all the things that are popping up in Facebook through Relive. Michaela, she's doing a great job, Michaela, trying to teach us how to tag our pages in so that when we do our fit challenges, we know how to do that properly. So set goals, review your road to where the next thing you want to be, presidential, key director, ambassador. Start your thinking. You guys can do this. What will it take to make those next goals, those next steps? How do you get there? Sit with your upline if you don't know how. How many new people do you need to talk to? Who will be the next key director in your organization? Help them get there. So all I want to say here is, remember this.
Who made their list of 10? Who made their list of 10, huh? That's what we want to say.
Sure. No, actually, I was going to say, but I'll get back to that. Keep in mind the main thing is new people are your fuel. So continue be doing each step every day, daily. Let's find who's next. Thanks, Barb, and everyone who is on the line. So who has their list of 10? I saw someone
Robert
type
Laird,
something.
Luann Pecorelli. Way to go. We have a list of 10 over here. Let's see.
So between Lauren and Robert, you have 20?
Woo-hoo. And viewer 4, you do?
Who's viewer 4? Woo, you guys are awesome. Now, go make your first 5 calls right now before you get off, as you get off the line. So proud of you.
Mike Greenwood. Let's see, Yvette. Thanks, Mike. You're welcome, Yvette. We're going on page 33 now with people's stories. Wow. If anyone is interested, text Mike Greenwood. There's his phone number and his email to get on that Tuesday morning call. That's awesome.
Terry Bowen,
Terry?
good for you.
Yeah. And
So proud of all of you.
I have to go on my own bubble and change my name. So if you're a V, mine says you. If you're V4 or V6, go ahead and get on your bubble and make your name visible. So we'll know who you are. But Yvette, it's been fun training with you. We're proud to be a part of this company, proud to be a part of each of your lives. And thank you for blessing us in the way that you do, and surely wish you the very best remainder of this month.
All right, guys, thanks for your time. Go out and make those calls from the people on your list, and let's hear on Monday what the results of that were. All right, have a good weekend. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.